Welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, March 5th, 2026.
Is it the Ides of March? Is that today? The Ides of March?
I thought that was the middle of the month. The Ides of March was
I don't
considered
know.
like the middle of the March.
March 13th? I don't know. What is that? And if not, then why is today important? I don't know. That's right. We're reviewing Scream 7.
Oh, 7. Scream 7.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Scream 7 review tonight. I'm Hayden Stoll. He is author Christopher Michael Blake. We are finally back in the lab with you.
The 15th, by the way. Ides of March.
15th. There you go.
15th.
We are talking Scream 7. We both had an opportunity to see this, and we're going to tell you what we think. But before we get into that, Christopher, what's new?
Well, let me see. This weekend coming up, I got a huge book event.
Ooh,
Monster Mania in Cherry Hill. My daughter,
very nice.
They announced Gaten Matisano from Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yeah, Dusty. So of course I had to bring my daughter. I wasn't gonna bring her. I never bring her to this event. And of course Saturday, I think parts of Friday like almost sold out. So it's gonna be a huge weekend. People I know who usually go to this event couldn't even get tickets. So
wow.
I bought my daughter the photo op.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's a big Stranger Things fan.
She runs around singing, please don't kill Steve Vecna.
I thought you were going to say Never Ending Story theme song.
Oh, she sings that too. Yeah.
Has she seen Never Ending Story?
She did, but it just doesn't resonate for her. It just didn't. Yeah, she was like, whatever.
It's different. Right? It's what, early 80s. Kids just they see that and they're like, nah.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's exciting. A lot going on.
Yeah. So I got back from Scares That Care last weekend in Williamsburg. So that was another big author event. They had 60 authors there for a good cause. I think they raised over $10,000 for breast cancer.
Wow, that's great.
So yeah, it's a 7-hour drive on the way back. So yeah,
that's a long one.
Yeah, I'm on the middle of a 15-day work stretch. So
gotcha.
People are like, oh, you're not actually working though. You're like going to these events and just no, of course not. Just yeah. I enjoy 7-hour drives. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's up there.
After selling books for the day, yeah, sure, not a problem, man.
Why not?
No, but I meet a lot of nice people.
It's a 7-hour ride.
But let's not talk about this. Let's not dwell on this. Let's get to the business here.
Let's get to the business.
7.
Scream 7.
Heavy spoilers. So we're gonna be getting a lot of spoilers. If you have not seen Scream 7 and you want something spoiler free, this is not the show for you. Just to give you a heads up, we're gonna be discussing everything, and I think the most important topic of this whole movie is Joel McHale trying to keep a straight face throughout the entire thing. I enjoyed him in this movie.
I was just going to say that. I kind of enjoyed him in this movie. I thought he was one of...
But just, I keep waiting for him to break character and start doing some gag, and I'm like, he's deliberately trying to play it
he doesn't blink.
He doesn't blink. He's not blinking. It's
yeah, he played it straight. There's not a joke to be said from him in this,
which is a shame. They wasted the comedic.
I gotta be honest though, man. I know that oh man, who was the actor that was her love interest in Scream 3? What's his name?
I was gonna say Jerry Connell for
Rick Dreamy. Rick Dreamy.
Oh, is that him?
Patrick
Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Yeah.
Right. So
I was in that one.
So I mean, his character was named Mark. This is an entirely different character. Right. So
she's got a thing for law enforcement.
I enjoyed his character, right? I know we're jumping in and just going into the.
That's okay.
I thought he was fine, and I was honestly rooting for him to make it through this movie. So when he's getting mauled at one point in the movie, I was like, man, come on.
I was actually disappointed he made it out because he should have died.
This is I know we talked about this when we reviewed the other more recent Scream 6, and these characters are basically pincushions and they're making it out. And as many times as you see them get just mauled, they're just, oh, he made it. Oh, okay.
I could have sworn the brother got his neck slit as well. And then he's just walking around like an injured arm. And I was like, didn't he just get his neck slit? I mean,
as much as like I kind of enjoy those. We're talking about the twins.
Yes. Now
And
he's the good-looking guy who's like Lenny Kravitz's kid, I believe.
That's he's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s kid.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, and he was in Heart Eyes,
Amazing.
and I enjoy him.
I like
as
him
an actor.
Yeah,
but look, it's time to move on. Don't get stuck in this franchise. I know it's a paycheck, and you're not really doing much else, but don't get stuck in this.
So I think with the two of them showing up as they did, I guess they kind of shoehorned them in somehow, right? Well, we got to get them in somehow. And they're now Gail Weathers' assistants.
I think it was an invite more towards Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera that, hey, if you guys want to come back, the door's open.
I'm sure
we can bring you back.
I'm sure they had bigger parts initially before all that transpired, where the leads from 5 and 6 are not with the franchise anymore. I'm sure they had bigger roles in this, but it was kind of, I think, their version of, we got to throw them a bone. Maybe they're under contract anyway. We got to put them in this movie.
If you can keep your mouth shut about certain things, you can come back in a couple of years. Like, people forget, so don't worry about it.
But I honestly feel like with those two, they could spin them off into something. I don't know what. We're talking the Meeks brother and sister, Mindy and Shad.
Yeah.
I don't dislike I like their characters. I think they're fine. I think that they portray them fine. I like the actress. I like the actor. It's just they didn't really have much to do in this.
No.
Right? At all.
They spouted some theories. And then the brother was like, yeah, it's a great idea. Let's go break curfew. It was like,
yeah.
How about we don't? How about I stay here?
How did you feel about the I guess the setting? We're now in a new town, very similar to Woodsboro.
Pine Grove.
What'd you think about the setting?
It's like
and what did you think about? Since we have to talk about it, since it's a Scream movie, the opening kill scene.
I actually liked it, and I'm going to tell you why. I was just actually on Facebook, and one of the guys at Monster Mania is named Buffalo Bill. And his business, he's had several celebrities, including Andrew Divoff and some bigger celebrities stay there. You know who Andrew Divoff is?
I've heard the name.
He's basically the guy who does the Genie movies.
Okay.
The one where he's like the devil, but he's like comes out as a jinn. Wishmaster,
yes.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
So, and he's been in a lot of movies as the bad guy. He's been typecast as the bad guy throughout his entire career. And Buffalo Bill owns a very famous house from a very famous movie.
What's that?
He owns Buffalo Bill's house. Lambs.
Okay.
Yes. It's in PA, and he brings people out there. You can rent the house for the weekend. You go down to the cellar, get your pictures in the well and the whole thing. The well's actually not that deep. It's only like 2 feet. But, the house has movie memorabilia all over it and all through it. And you get to stay in that house for the weekend. You get to rent it. So I'm giving Buffalo Bill quite a shout out right now. So I actually enjoyed seeing that because it was like reminiscent of knowing what he does for a living, where he has to go to these conventions and book appointments to go see that house from Silence of the Lambs, the Buffalo Bill Killer house. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like that.
That's cool.
That's cool. The Unger house, it was kind of right.
I liked it. I gotta be honest. I really enjoyed the opening kill scene for this one. Some are. I thought Scream 5, which is the Jenna Ortega one, was weak because she survived. Right, she should have never survived that attack. 6 I liked because it was very different. And I this one was scary, right? Like if you're putting yourself in their shoes, it was a good scene, right? Like I enjoyed this opening kill scene. And yes, we're at the house, the Stumacher house, and you know, just burns the house down at the end of that. I thought it was a good scene.
You know, it never pays to be the boyfriend in these movies because you're either the killer or you're getting butchered.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
it's like there's no like I still feel terrible for one character in this entire franchise. Just one. Only one. You ready?
Who?
Jerry O'Connell's character.
Oh man, yeah, he got a
bad and
bad
you know, he
rap,
gets
yeah.
shot and it's like, oh, I'm gonna name my firstborn after Tatum. And okay, well, what about your boyfriend, which you accused for the entire movie
right.
and was tied up defenseless and was begging you to run and he took a bullet? And it's like, you know what? I'll have another boyfriend for 3. Don't worry about it. It's like, sure, not a problem.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
She has men who are disposable like Kleenex, Courtney, you know, but that's another side.
Very true. Very true.
What do you think about Gale Weathers' return in this movie? Because for me, I like the fact that she ran over the Ghostface, and she was a lot more personable than in the last movie, where I was kind of rooting for her to die.
Yeah, that scene where her arrival, where she hits Ghostface with the news van, brought like, I guess when she enters or she comes out of the van, like people in the theater were cheering, like when she shows up.
I said,
Right.
"Oh shit!" I mean, out loud.
And that scene was like, it was very unexpected, you know. And yeah, people were cheering when she showed up. Like people loved it in the theater I was in. They loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was yes. Okay, here's Gale. This is, you know, one of our main characters. She's back, and I agree. She was a lot more personal. She's written as very you know, fragile behind the hard facade,
Yeah.
you know. And I thought that was really good for her character, right? Like she still has her moments where she's that tough Gale, but you see like there's chinks in the armor.
You see the nerve damage too. The
Yes.
same way that Dewey had it,
Yes.
she's kind of got it from her attack. She should have never survived the last one.
Listen,
And her
none-
face is like so, it's like my top of my head by now. It's like so peeled back. It's just, it's kind of like you want to put her up on like a pedestal in front of your cornfield at this point.
Jeez.
But that's another story. I know but I digress with that. That's a terrible thing for me to say, but it's true. But look,
I think she was, and now as we get into this topic, right? This was written and directed by Kevin Williamson, who
yes,
has written, I believe it was 1 through 4,
which are the best ones.
and you know he's the one that's really connected to these legacy characters, right? He's crafted them, he's written them. So I think the return to him and his involvement here really shines for Sydney, who Nev Campbell was great in this movie, and Courtney Cox was also great in this movie.
I think Courtney Cox is great because of her limited screen time in this movie.
I don't think it hurt. Yeah,
Like she was never the target.
but
she was never.
no, and she should really not be. I mean, yeah, she's an important character to this franchise, but she was used just right. She had the crowd pleasing moments. She had a lot of zippy dialogue, you know, a lot of swearing that was fun, you know, and I enjoyed her performance more so in this one than like you had said. I think we share that opinion.
I mean, she basically did the Madonna in the last one where she's dating the younger guy, right? It's like
yes, that was
weird. It was
that was-
disturbing.
it was just strange. Yeah. But this was, yeah, it was good. And Nev Campbell was really enjoyable in this movie.
But we're not talking about the return of the main character, Stu Unger. Matthew Lillard. What did you think of his performance in this?
I was happy to see him show up. Now,
Did you
with that-
believe that he was possibly alive?
I think all through the movie, I was rooting for him. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I hope he is, because
I was too.
that's a character that was so like just a magnetic personality in that first movie. And what was his screen time in the first movie is maybe like 10, 15 minutes, right? Tops.
Yeah.
But like he was a character everybody in this franchise remembers. And still is like, oh, Stu, yeah, yeah. So when he pops up, and I was like, okay, okay. I can hold out some hope here in the way they're kind of going with this, and the mental hospital and the aspect of it. So much so that when the actual reveal of who the killers are at the end fell flat.
Yeah, don't spoil it yet.
No, but I would say it fell flat for me because it wasn't Stu.
Because I have some major discourse and hard feelings about who the killers were in this one, but
Yeah,
we're not there yet. I think that how can the boyfriend have that on his laptop and not be one of the killers?
that was interesting because that was I said the same thing. I was like, wait a minute. It's like the way right. So he's in the car, she sees the laptop, and it's him in front of the green screen testing the theory that this is AI. But he's saying his lines, I'm gonna kill you, City, with such just anger and like, oh, he means it when he says it, which was weird, right? That's very weird. So maybe, but it begs the question, okay, is he dead? Or was that another Billy type hoax from the first one that we've just not really seen the resolution of?
I think
because maybe because they greenlit eight's coming. So
look, and it needs to. I don't mind. I think this movie made them over $100 billion.
Yeah, more than
franchise.
What it was forecast for. Yeah, it was the biggest opening.
Yeah.
So that was a surprise to me too, of how well it did.
Yeah.
But yes, the boyfriend, that was bizarre. But what did you think of the new cast members? Usually they're pretty forgettable. Some of them.
I wanted one of them to be in the mix to being a killer. I look, if not the boyfriend and the creepy kid, it would have been interesting to be the mousy girl. I thought that the good-looking girl up on the swing,
yeah,
she didn't have enough screen time because she was amazing looking though, and I could get down with watching her.
What a great kill scene though.
Oh, totally original.
Yeah,
totally original. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with that.
Though,
you had the red herring with the the director.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm shocked he survived the movie.
I'm wondering if there was a script where he was involved with being the killer. But that's the thing.
Right. Because we do see Sydney in the scene where the Carl is hit by the truck and Sydney's looking out at the crowd and she sees him standing in the crowd. Right. So yeah, he was a red herring. Surprised that nothing else happened with him, whether he was one of the killers or he was himself was killed, because he was kind of a real prick. The kill scene. While I'm talking about the kill scene, right? I feel like this movie has maybe the most gory kill scene of all these movies, and it's the scene where what is the character's name? The creepy kid. Asa,
totally
Lucas.
So we have to talk about that because it goes hand in hand with the killer reveal for this movie, which made no sense at that point.
Right. So, I mean, do you want to do killer reveal or do you want to talk about that kill scene?
Let's talk about the kill scene and then we'll lead up to the killers.
This was, in my opinion, the most brutal kill scene in this franchise. And I think it felt even more brutal when you find out who the killer reveal is. It's essentially, they lift him up and they put this through the beer tap, like the spike through his head, and then his
Through the
mouth
back
is
of his
open,
neck, through the back of his
through the
neck,
back of his neck, and
the
it
spout comes out through his mouth.
and and you're seeing all of it, right? Like
Yes.
it's not shying away from any of this. And
And don't get me wrong, it doesn't look real, but at least they didn't use AI. So I give them credit for not using AI.
Yeah,
So thank you for not using AI, Kevin Williamson. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought this was a very listen. I like the cool. I thought it was cool. Yeah. Okay. This is brutal. And like I said, we linger as the beer is coming out with the blood in the mouth, and Ghostface just standing there.
He does like this. Yeah.
Tilts his neck. Yeah. Like Rick Grimes and Walking Dead.
Right. So again, it doesn't make much sense though when you find out that it's his mom, Hayden Panettiere. I'm gonna butcher her name.
That's Anna Camp.
I'm sorry, Anna Camp.
Yeah.
That's his daughter, but it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so yeah, we get
if
the
you're
killer
looking for an ally at this point. You're gonna use two guys who you really don't know versus, hey, your son's creepy enough as it is. He's a big horror fan. He'd probably be on board to do this.
It would have made a little more sense, to be honest with you. Well, we get the reveal of it's the doctor from the mental hospital who has I would
say orderly. I would say doctor. I would say orderly.
Yeah, orderly. Yeah. So he's in it. We get him for maybe 3 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
And very forgettable, though. He is revealed, and he's like, "Oh, here comes Stu," and Stu turns out to be Anna Camp, who is the neighbor. And this, for me, was the part of the movie I didn't like was the reveal. I thought, well, why not the son? Same to you. But
Which
then
one was Anna Camp in?
She wasn't this in any of them.
Because I thought she was a survivor of. Well, she said domestic violence, but
right, yeah.
And then she's making mention that she killed her husband, and I was kind of like, well, when did this all happen? And when was she talking with, she was making mention that all this stuff happened in her past, and then she was in a mental institution. And
I feel like I may have been with this killer reveal if she was in the movie a little bit more and had me kind of buying into what's going on a little bit more. We barely got any screen time with her, though, like when you look back and it's that chase scene downtown with the coffee shop, and then here's Ghostface punching in the code. I was like, hold up. I was like, it's the neighbor. Because how else is he going to get in this thing with the code? There's no way, right?
Why would the neighbor know the code?
But we see the neighbor in the coffee shop putting up the close sign.
Did we? I didn't remember
during the curfew scene.
I just thought it was a random person. I didn't realize it was the same person.
But that's the problem, because she's not in the movie enough to be like, so unless you're really like paying attention to it.
I don't know if you saw the picture I posted on all the social media, me seeing this movie. I had to go outside the theater and take a picture of myself in front of the poster background.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And she's one of the main three people up on the screen. So it's her, Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and then her. And I'm kind of like, I took the picture after I saw the movie, and I was like, it's kind of odd that she would be up there as one of the big three. She's really not in the movie so much.
No.
Until the final exasperated, I had to go into 10 minutes of monologue to make you believe that I did this.
I'm curious to see what her screen time was prior to the Ghostface reveal, because that 5 minutes or whatever at the end is a bulk of her screen time. She might have been on screen 2 minutes. And that whole scene, there were two scenes. It was the one with the coffee shop where she goes to see Nev Campbell. The other one was where she gets her son in front of the house. Yeah. And that was it. There's nothing, right? Nothing. So the bulk of it is on the tail end after the Ghostface reel, where she was batshit crazy. That's fine. But I would have liked to see more of her character.
But I mean, like, I just think, well, how did Carl get in the house? You know,
Right.
I
Right.
they got all these cameras all over the place. You're gonna tell me I went through 3 days of film and I can't find them,
Right. Yeah.
and I'm like, well, okay. And then you're like, well, it would make sense if the creepy neighbor kid had access and was able to get. But no, let's not use him. Let's go with this orderly stuff. And I'm like, again, I didn't mind the three killers. I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's fine.
Carl, in the house was that was a pretty scary scene with the safe room and everything else. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fight with the father and Ghostface, and that all made sense to me. And I was like, okay, I'm on board. It's just the one orderly at the end, and then bringing the neighbor out. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I would have made more sense to me if they had somebody in the coffee shop maybe get killed off screen, and then all of a sudden they showed up and they're like, hey, here I am. Because let's face it, these people get into into the pizzeria, and it's like, well, how'd they get in the pizzeria? It's all locked. I just didn't understand that. I'm like, okay, you get into the pizzeria and you get hit with the hammer that's you use to beat the chicken with, and I'm like, that's a bone breaker, bro. I don't care she's swinging that with both hands.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm just gonna raise my arm and I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about it for today. I'm fine.
So I don't know if they actually. I usually these movies at some point they confirm which killer killed which character. I don't know if I've seen anything with that for this film. And
it had to be the orderly who killed, because he had to be strong enough to be able to lift them.
No way she would have been able to lift him up the way it was done. It had to be the orderly. It had to.
Right. But now, which one of them got shot? Was that her? Because I thought that was the orderly.
The orderly got shot.
Then it had to be the mom who killed him because she was inside in the pizzeria.
I don't know, because they switch at some point. Yeah, no, I don't know. See, that's a good question.
If you're saying that the neighbor was the one with the code, that would explain how she got in. So she was the one who got shot.
But did they switch? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I would really like to see the who killed who, which would kind of put that in a little bit more.
I would have loved to have seen Matthew Lillard come out and be the actual killer. That's all I'm saying.
Did you see I saw this on X where they asked Kevin Williamson about like the Stu, and I guess they filmed an ending where Stu was the killer. Oh, okay. And he said it tested poorly, which to me is like, who are you showing this movie to? Because I would have jumped out of my seat if he was alive at the end. I would have been like, oh, and even more so if they let him live and carry on into the next movie, like Michael Myers, that they talk about all through. I would love to see it happen.
He still might be. I mean, look, they brought back Dewey and they brought back the killer from 3, and they, again, it's all AI, but I appreciate seeing them.
Yeah,
in this movie, it wasn't like, oh, okay, I really don't want to see these, even though they aged horribly.
Right.
I was still happy to see.
Sure, yeah, because that scene where they did that, like the audience in the theater, I was like, oh, like every time a new character from the past has popped up in that scene where they're just kind of cycling through the previous killers or some of the previous killers.
Yeah,
I thought it was. I will say, like, I enjoyed this one more than the previous two.
Oh yeah, I would say more than 5
and 4. I never cared for 4.
I like the first 4, and probably in that order.
Okay,
and the 2 it's a shame because the 1 and 5. I mean, that entire cast is almost taken off at this point.
Yeah,
I mean. They really have.
And I do appreciate that they introduced Sydney's daughter, who I think did a fine job as kind of the new damsel in distress or final girl or whatever you want to portray her as.
And I'm hoping that the next film follows her instead of Neve Campbell.
I would like that.
Because she goes to college.
There we go.
And you're basically rebooting 2 again at this point.
Yes.
Which, again, fine. You're keeping the cycle moving. Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox can show up and do a little, they don't have to do much.
Sure.
You don't have to be the main story. And all of a sudden, the daughter now has to kind of explains why those 2 news journalists are there.
Sure.
I lost all my friends the last time. And boo-hoo, I don't trust my boyfriend. And You know,
I,
we got the grandkids from some of these people running around trying to kill him.
I, overall, I was pleasantly surprised. Right, I had pretty low expectations, and I came out of this thing so wow, I kind of like this, and I saw this with my kids, and I asked them, I was like, "What'd you guys think?" They both loved it. Oh, that was really good. And we were talking on the car ride home, and I was telling them, I was like, the one thing I would have changed, or for me, was a different kind of killer reveal, or maybe include that character a little more before you reveal that she's the killer. And they agree. They said, you know what? Yeah, it was kind of like, but they both wanted Stu to come back, and I was with that all the whole way through.
I would even like to see the daughter be the killer.
I mean, sure.
I mean, you could write it that way. I mean, I'm just saying that you could have gone in a lot of different directions. And my she watched 1 and 2 so far, and she's like, I want to watch the rest of them because I want to go see this movie at the movie theater. And I'm like, hey, you're not going. But wait, I said to her when I got home, I said, this one wasn't bad, I thought. And I was like, you know what? We're going to watch 3 in another couple weeks. We'll watch 4. My wife's like, no, don't you do that, because she doesn't. Because now it's like, make sure the doors are locked, Daddy. The doors have to be locked.
That's funny.
Like that's gonna keep Ghostface out. I'm like, yeah,
right. He's in the attic. He's already in the house.
Yeah, believe me, the cats are dressed up like Ghostface at this point. It's
right. Just, yeah. What'd you think overall?
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And that I did put that up on Facebook. I was talking to some people who also liked it. And again, just like you, I didn't think I was going to like it. I was like, probably could be like 6, probably like 5. I actually liked this one a lot more than both of those as well. But I think you also leave the door open for Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera to come back. So.
I could see that happening.
Which is nice because if you're back in college, that's why they're there. It's again, you're making sense.
Yeah, I could see it. But the box office seems to agree because a lot of people went to see it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I think not so much as critics but audience reaction to it, I thought was very well received. At least in the theater I was in when I saw it, people were clapping and cheering, and you don't usually get that kind of reaction in some films today. So like that, it shows just kind of, I think, what a passionate fan base this franchise has.
Have your kids seen the other ones?
What's that?
Have your kids seen the other ones?
They've seen all of them. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll just double check. I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, but this is a more recent development. Like when 5 and 6, they were kind of like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" I was like, "You think these are good? Let's watch the originals now."
Yeah,
and they were like, "Whoa, yeah." But this franchise is still ticking along, and when you have one of the person that has crafted the characters and knows these characters, and he's doing this movie, I really felt that made a big difference. Kevin Williamson coming back to the franchise, I really thought that was a big part.
I like some of the continuity. I'm gonna butcher the word.
Continuity.
Thank you so much. The continuity. Red Right Hand. They play that song for easily 2 minutes in this movie, and that's a big staple from all the movies. It keeps it what you expect.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yes.
So
yes.
Just, I enjoyed the movie. Go see it if you haven't seen it. I know we spoiled a lot here, but let us know what you think in the comments. Yeah. Please, drop us a line.
Yes.
Hayden, final thoughts?
Very surprised, very enjoyable. And a lot of fun. Good movie. Go check it out.
Scream 7 was not one of our box office movies. From our box office game show. That's right, Hayden. I got to break this bad boy out.
There it is.
The champ is here for, we'll see. Did I win again or no?
Let's find out.
I don't know. You seem to be wearing a giant smile over there. Do you know anything that I don't know?
I actually don't. No, I don't.
Hayden, somebody was locked in.
Oh, okay.
Locked in.
Okay.
All right. Now, of the 5 movies we put up, because we were like, this is like a elimination chamber. Unfortunately, Psycho Killer did not release in time when I did the evaluation. So I kind of cut that one. So here we go. GOAT. Cartoon with the animated basketball players. I said 24. You said 28. Actual retail number 27.
Oof.
Check box 1 for Hayden Stoll.
Wow.
Crime 101. I said 14 million. You said 16, and it surprised both of us. 20 million.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Cold Storage. The Liam Neeson. What's his name? Steve.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Stranger
I think this is going to be a cult hit when it hits streaming. I really do. I don't think it got the box office release that they were maybe hoping for. I said 5 million. You said 7. Actual retail number is 1.3.
Wow.
So now it's 2-1. Here I come. Here comes the comeback. Are you holding on? Can you hold on for one more movie?
Oh, let's see.
Because believe me, we're not doing box office again next week, which means that whoever wins this has to wait all the way to Raiders to the end of the month. Here we go.
26. There we go.
Here we go. Wuthering Heights.
Oof.
Did you kiss the mat or did you kiss your wife? Here we go. I said 25. You said 32. Hayden, you hit it right on the nose. 32 million it came in.
What?
I know. I built a suspense on that one.
Wow. 32, huh?
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Hayden, you won the belt. 32 million. You hit that one. Again, you were close on between GOAT and Wuthering Heights. You were right there. You know, I took Cold Storage, only I knew it was a limited release, and I even kind of mentioned it. And you would think Liam Neeson and the guy from Stranger Things have a bigger pull.
Yeah, right. Especially coming off the heels of the Stranger Things final season.
And I don't remember Crime 101 kind of being promoted. So I'm not angry with that. It was
20 million. It's surprisingly high. I would like to see that film, but
again, 20 million opening box office weekend in the wintertime with all the storms we've had.
It's pretty impressive considering.
So Hayden, I got to take this off. Hopefully I come back. We have, I think it's 4 movies.
Okay.
Now I mentioned that some of these are not going to be coming out until March 20th. So that's why we're moving us back to the 26th to do Raiders so that we can accommodate these 4 movies here. So the first one, Hayden, you get to choose whether I go first or you go first. I don't know why they're not releasing this in the summer, but here we go. Project Hail Mary.
I'll go first. All right.
Go ahead.
This is it's getting a lot of buzz right now.
Andy Weir. Yep.
What is the release date on this? Do you know?
March 20th.
March 20th. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'll go 50.
Wow. Okay.
Though I don't know, man.
You said 50. I'm gonna hold you.
No, I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it.
All right.
I
just think they would get a bigger number in the summer. That's just
I see nothing
guess.
but probably. I see nothing but like buzz for this film. Everything I see is, this is a phenomenal movie. This is a phenomenal movie. Like everywhere
people have seen it though, because I don't know. I'm gonna go 32.
Okay.
And I think that, as long as it doesn't hit like above 40, I think I got a safe zone to.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in there.
Right. So it's not like I can, I mean, even if I went 40, I would, I wouldn't be upset with it.
I do agree with you. If this thing was like a July release, it would probably be pushing, I think, 80. You know, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Second movie releasing the same day.
Okay.
It's a sequel.
Sequel.
Ready or Not 2. Here I Come. Have you seen Ready or Not?
I have wanted to see it. I have not seen Ready or Not.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You could go
You
first.
are the champion. You get the.
You could take this one.
I really liked Ready or Not. It was a surprise to me because there are a lot of movies that are kind of, hey, we have games that we're going to play and people get eliminated, and of course there's the bride who's like, what are we doing here? I'm hunted, and now you're doing a sequel to this, and I don't know that anybody actually asked for this sequel. And that's my problem with this movie. Not that it's not. It could be good. It could be bad. Usually sequels are not better than the original. I don't know that the same number of. I don't think a lot of people went out to see the first one. I mean, it might have been the number one movie that week, but again, now you're against Project Hail Mary. I will go 16, which could be high. But I think if there are horror fans out there, they could show up. But
listen, look at what Scream did. But again, yeah, Scream is not going against a Project Hail Mary. But I feel like with this thing, it's a little bit of like a nobody two scenario, right? Like first one, well received, people liked it, they went to see it, nobody asked for a sequel, we got a sequel. This movie too, right? I don't know. I know Nobody 2 did not do anywhere near what Nobody 1 did. Right? It was just kind of a flash in the pan. Here it is, it's released. Now it's out of the theater. I feel like this has that same fate.
And Nobody 2 wasn't terrible.
No,
wasn't good, but wasn't terrible. I just want to clarify that it was.
I'm not speaking towards the quality of the film.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was there. Nobody went to see it while it was in the theater, and it just. I feel like this is going to suffer something similar. I think you're probably in the ballpark. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go 12.
Okay.
But I think you're right in the ballpark for that.
I think this one comes out next weekend. Animated for the kids. It's like the big winter movie. Hoppers. The groundhog, the kid goes in there and does this whole Planet Earth thing. And
this is a Pixar film.
I believe it is. And,
it's usually a pretty big fan base for those films.
But other than Toy Story, does anybody even know it's Pixar? So
I
don't feel like, first, or you can delegate to me, and then you can take the last one, however you want to.
I'll go. We could alternate. You can take the next one. I feel like Pixar's fan base is there, right? There's a fan base for these films. I don't think they've put things out that are super as memorable as their previous movies, like from maybe 15 years ago. Like, I don't feel like there's that one standout film like a Toy Story or, some of these other Pixar movies that are classics. Though I feel like this one has a chance. It's this weekend, right?
I think it's next.
Okay.
I think I don't know if it's
next weekend. Okay, so that's before
either this weekend or next weekend, but I don't.
Okay, let me go with.
I want to say it's next weekend though.
See, this is the tricky thing because we're starting to get into the spring and we're starting to get some big releases coming where we're going to start to see some big weekend numbers. I just don't know if we're quite there yet. 55.
I'm going to go 42.
Okay.
I could be low on that. But I was actually thinking in the 30s, and then you went 50, and I was like, I better just up it just I don't know how many parents want to sit through this. That's my problem with this. It looks too much like we're going to preach to you about the effects of Mother Earth. No, I'm serious. That's
I listen. I smile because Pixar seemingly puts some preachy messages in their stuff lately, and I don't know if that's needed. Right? Just make a good movie for the family.
again, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like there's
Yeah.
some funny moments in there, but do any of these characters like resonate with you? I haven't seen.
I guess
anything
we'll
that's
see.
like-
I guess we'll see. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot about this film. I just feel like I don't think Pixar's really had some solid contact lately, and I think they're due. And we're gonna see.
And there hasn't been a lot of kids movies out either. Let's face
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
It's been dry.
Yeah.
Me, I'm waiting for that Sheep mystery movie with Hugh Jackman to come out.
Oh Jesus!
No, you said no, Jesus. Have you seen the commercials for it?
No.
Pull that
He's
up right now, Hayden. Pull it up
he's-
the trailer for this right now.
What is it called?
I'll find it right now. I'll ask ChatGPT. Go
Jackman
mystery movie. I'm serious. This thing looks. I want to see this.
Oh boy.
The Sheep Detectives. Play this trailer, Hayden. Oh, this.
Sheep Detectives.
Oh yeah, I have to see this. This is the only movie for this summer that I actually wanted to see that I ain't put on the list. Play this trailer.
Let me go find it. Let me go find it. All right. Coming right up.
I'm serious. I think this is gonna be the biggest box office thing all summer. I think that's my guess. We pulling this thing up here?
Hang on.
Here we go. May 8th, right in time. There we go. No, I'm serious. I wouldn't be
If there's one secret to happiness in my life, it's taking care of the kindest creatures on earth. Sheep. I want you to meet my flock.
All right. We're going to pause this thing periodically through that. So this is Hugh Jackman in his accent, his, I guess, natural accent, Australian accent. Is this like,
Yes, this is serious. Yes.
all right, here we
The
go.
sheep's
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be.
I keep them well fed, well groomed, and each day I read out loud to them mysteries, whodunits. I know who the killer was.
It was Stu Macher.
But no, look, this is like very Agatha Christie. Adults can get into this. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like this has got wholesome in it. It's got a little bit for adults. It's got some for kids. It's got a well-known actor behind. I don't know if you saw Song Song Blue yet.
No, but I heard that got a lot of positive buzz.
He is terrific in this film, Song Song Blue. I'm not a huge
He has a musical
Neil
background.
Diamond guy.
Right,
I'm not
okay.
a huge Neil Diamond guy, and he is terrific in that movie. I'm just saying that it doesn't look like he's in this movie for very long because you're going to see what's going to happen next. But keep playing this trailer. Keep it going here, Hayden.
I like to pretend that they follow along, but they're only sheep.
Oh, why would he stop there? He was just about to say who the killer was.
This is torture. It was the maid, right?
When I wake up,
So we have talking animals have now
Talking
entered
animals,
that.
talking sheep. Because there you go. There's got mystery here. They're the detectives.
All right, here we go.
So here we go.
Wake up! Everybody, wake up!
We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
what?
Lily, tell us what to do.
Our shepherd was murdered.
Whoa. Hold the phone.
So-
Wolverine has a healing power.
It's
Okay.
not-
He's going to be okay. He's going to be okay.
Well, not in this movie here, Hayden. You gotta because the sheep have now a directive. We gotta figure out what's going on. Wait till you see the rest of this going on. I'm telling you, still got another minute and a half of preview here.
Let's go.
Keep it going.
And we shall solve the crime. George was visited by someone he knew well enough to offer a drink.
Not much of a story for you, I'm afraid.
Unless there's anything out the ordinary.
The policeman is completely hopeless.
So we got Dewey Riley as the police officer investigating.
Hold on though. I have a BritBox subscription. I watch Father Brown. I'm watching Hercule Poirot. I'm watching the Agatha Christie. I'm watching all these old.
Yeah.
No, you're laughing. I'm not. This is these old English, small town mysteries, and I love that stuff. And there's a huge percentage of old people who A, love Hugh Jackman, and B, like mysteries in general. A little bit of fun in here, a little bit of comedy, but you see already that, hey, look, there's two glasses. The sheep are trying to figure this thing out.
They're on.
So, look, they're Hercule Poirot and
right.
There we go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, we need to help him.
You think you're brave enough to leave home?
We're not scared.
What is that?
I think it's a road.
But what is it made of?
Well, not grass, I can tell you that.
Are you coming?
For George?
For George.
For Frodo. They've left the Shire.
Now you have a quest that we have to go on, and you got some characters in there. You're getting ready for some antics. You're getting ready for some fun, some stuff for the kids. I'm on board so far.
All right. Let's see. We got the sheep's crossing the road into the river. Let's see where they go.
Officer Derry, I am George Hardy's lawyer. He wrote a will.
In the nighttime stories, the people in the will are always the suspects.
That man had nothing.
Well, actually, there is $30 million.
And
we've entered the Knives Out phase of the trailer.
And again, I like the last Knives Out.
Oh, yeah, I did too. Yeah.
And if this doesn't kind of take you to that a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Again, this is something that as an adult, I would rather watch this than Hoppers. Because I'm serious. Because even though there's some nonsense antics going on with this, right? You got the talking sheep and everything. It's more appealing to me. You got a motive. Who did it? You're gonna see some crazy stuff going on. I'm on board. I can't wait.
Here we go.
May 8th.
our motive. We need to look for clues.
Stand back. I am, after all, a sheep detective.
You killed George. What are they hiding?
Everyone's a suspect.
I love it.
It could be anyone. My money is on Stu Macher.
What if I can't solve it?
I've read you dozens of these stories. They follow very simple rules.
Look, the clue.
All right,
Julie,
let's
look
look
at
at this
this.
cast. Look at the cast. Bryan Cranston, Regina Hall, Patrick Stewart.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
We got some names.
Emma Thompson. Look, and I think Emma Thompson's the one who did it just because they put the end on there.
Yeah,
That's
right.
just
It's
me.
a giveaway. It's that
Well,
giveaway.
not only that, but who else knew that he did this $30 million?
Got some names in here for
He was,
sure.
that's just me. I mean, I'm on board with this.
Time something happens with this case.
That's my hat!
There they are.
A clue! Thank you all.
Sheep can do things. In fact, we can do anything.
I want to back.
Some action set pieces. Let's go.
Look, I'm just saying that for me, this looks like a box office home run for me. I can't wait to see this. This is something you can take the kids to for the summertime. They're going to enjoy it. They could be young or they could be a little bit older. I'm on board.
Bash it. I want to bash it so bad.
What's with them?
Guys, I may be inside a clue. Ow!
There we go.
So I'm on board with this. I'm on board.
Sheep detectives.
I know.
Interesting.
About
Interesting.
4 minutes of your life, you're not getting back there, Hayden. It's okay. Last movie here, Hayden. I'm sure you saw the preview for this when you went to go see Scream 7. It was the first time I saw it as well. The movie is called Undertone. You'd be like, what movie is this? I don't remember this. Some people bring it back. She's a podcast horror person. Now it's kind of bringing it. And she's got 5 clips, and she plays them all back to back. And then the ghost comes and says, how stupid were you playing them all back to back to back?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, did I leave you this one to go first?
You did.
You
You
go.
did.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's where I'm kind of at with this one. Is I might be a little high here with this number. I'm gonna say 11 million, and that might be generous. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna go. We're at 11. I'll go 8.
okay. I mean,
This
certainly
one-
there's no stars in this thing. I don't think.
Yeah, this one didn't really grab me. Like, ooh, okay.
They
No.
played the one for this in the theater, and then they played the one for Stranger, which is the guy pulls over to go pee, and then he comes back to the car, and the car is destroyed, and
Yes. Yes.
bodies falling out of the sky, and then it's the same guy hitchhiking.
Yeah.
It looks like a short story that is like really only
Sure.
like 10 minutes, and then you kind of want to make an hour and 40-minute movie out of this thing. For Stranger, not I ain't know
Yeah.
anything about Undertone, but
The big preview in for Scream 7 was Scary Movie 6.
I didn't get that one. They
Oh,
showed
no.
us
Yeah, we got
Grogu
this-
and Mandalorian.
I got that. No, I didn't get that. I got a Scary Movie, and I was excited for that. Man.
So I didn't see that. We saw Mandalorian and Grogu, and the animatronics for the CGI characters in this thing look terrible. The acting and the action looks pretty good. The overall story looks pretty good. The force with Grogu looks pretty good. But every time they're having a conversation with one of these aliens, it's like,
yeah, I don't know what the trailers have left a lot to be desired, in my opinion.
I think they're
mean,
showing too much.
I'm a massive fan of Star Wars, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I'm a little more excited for Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling than The Mandalorian and Grogu. But
I think
we'll
that
see.
they showed
We'll
too
see.
much. I think they showed too much. I wouldn't have gone for the 2.5 to 3 minute trailer like they did. I think I would have chopped it down to 45
half,
seconds.
if that,
yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Why even do that?
Yeah.
you got because we're gonna do another trailer later on. Where we're gonna show you different stuff. So why show everything now and just? I don't know.
I think that Super Bowl spot with the really kind of hurt that movie.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I couldn't tell you.
It was like one of those old school Budweiser with the carriage and the horses pulling the carriage. It was just, what am I watching?
Okay.
But there you
Yeah.
have it, folks. Scream 7
Sheep Detectives.
box office, Sheep Detectives. We have fully run the gamut here this evening. We've touched upon everything, and we still want Stu Macher to come back.
Yes, Matthew Lillard, from what I hear, is a great guy. I know at a lot of the conventions I've done, he's been at many of those, and the people who go to see him can't say enough great things about him. And that's not true with every celebrity. Believe me, the fans talk. Because I always ask him, how was he? How's this person? The vendors all talk, So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But nothing but great things to say about Matthew Lillard.
Christopher, what do we have coming up?
Next week, it's the Point Break sequel nobody asked for with Point Break. We're doing
the double feature for Point Break next Thursday, and then on the 26th we have the anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Very exciting weeks ahead. We are going to call it here. We will be right back with the news and funny stories. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in a few.